a minute. What are we doing?
That's a great start.
That is a great start. Welcome to Top 5 on the Road. Let's do the roll call.
No day, man. Stupido and Choc here.
Number 3, Choc Banana. And where 2 or 3 are gathered in their midst, there is apparently Dayman, Leo, and Griff. And with us today we have...
Shorty McDougal.
Shorty McDougal. What did we just do, Shorty?
We just saw the Cardinals beat Paul Skeens.
That's basically what happened.
Exactly what happened.
Handed him his first loss of the season.
I'm surprised he didn't try hitting because there was no offense there.
And Lance Lynn's 2000th
Strikeout.
History was made.
History was made tonight.
It was quite a cool game.
It was
really
It was
impressive.
a great game.
Yeah, Skeens is a stud. I will say that.
He's going to be a pain in the ass.
It's going to be a pain in the ass for many years.
Hey, that's another $1 in the jar.
Another
We're
$1
not
in the
doing
jar.
that. We're not doing
Yeah,
that.
we are.
That's $2.
That's $2.
Now he has to think about what he wants to say.
I want to say that I've been drinking so I can cuss, but I'm not. But I'm driving at the very moment. Also, I had like a beer like 3 hours ago, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you're driving my car.
Yeah, I am. Very capably as well. Of course, we're only in a parking garage.
I'm trying to do Noah's poll here.
Yes, so
Do
we'll start
we
with
want
the
to talk
question.
about that?
Yeah, start with the question. Do the whole thing. Noah gave us a podcast idea.
No, Noah took over the top 5 server while we're on the road and threw out a surprise poll of what are your top 5 baseball moments you've seen or been part of. So I'm over here answering, to which, Choc, you want to say what you said to me?
You really are old.
Yeah, I really am. So I'm working on mine right now. I've got Keith Hernandez's rookie season, Bob Gibson's last season.
You actually saw Gibson pitch in a game?
Yeah.
Like with your eyes in person?
On TV.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Lou Brock,
But like live.
Lou
like, not
Brock's
like
last game I was actually
you were at. Okay, but you saw...
And that's when they retired his jersey and all that good stuff.
Certified Hall, probably first ballot. I don't know if he was first ballot or not, but I assume he was first ballot.
But yeah, I was actually at Lou Brock's last home game.
That is a long time ago.
That is. Wow.
So I got 3 going so far.
Reagan hadn't fucked up our economy yet.
Not quite yet.
No.
No, he
He was thinking about it.
hadn't even been elected yet.
No. He was still just a twinkle in California's eye.
I don't even think he would. I mean, that was fall of '79. So
He was governor of California by then, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. And they didn't keep him. Jackasses. There's no dollar from the biggie bag.
Yep, $3.
Stupido, what are your top 5? Or do you have 2 more?
I'm gonna have to say probably.
We shared one.
Oh man, '82 World Series.
Oh, yeah. Had to be great.
Watching that '82 World Series was fantastic.
No, you didn't go to any of those games.
I did not.
Here's a fun story.
And
I didn't. I went to every game of the 1982 World Series.
You weren't even born yet.
I was a 3-month-old embryo in my mother's womb.
Did she work at the stadium?
Nope, she went to every game.
Oh.
My mother is a big Cardinals fan.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I wonder if she drank. Because I don't know if she knew she was pregnant.
Might explain a lot.
I wasn't, thank you. I wasn't exactly like a planned child. If you know what I'm saying.
Nope, I get it.
Were both of your children planned?
We can talk about that off the recording.
Dayman, can you make a timestamp right now? Anybody? 4 minutes and 8 seconds.
I'm trying to think of my baseball moments.
All right, I need one more.
We
Gosh,
shared one. We shared a top 5 in-person moment.
over 50 years. That's a lot of.
Are you
I've
ignoring
seen a
what I'm
lot of
saying?
shit.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Are you saying Paul Skeen's first loss?
No.
Or Lynn's?
No. We were in the... Before we knew each other.
Pujols is
Last home run. 703rd home run.
Yeah.
We saw that.
That's it.
Yeah.
We didn't know each other then.
We did not know each other then.
We were both there though.
We were both there in the
That's
same
a good
section,
one.
basically. We're 2 sections over.
Yeah, we were like right by each other.
Is this person having trouble getting out? buddy, you're like 14. Drive the car. The gas is on the right. Good Lord.
If anyone wondered if Choc was like this in real life, yes.
You don't get to go next. There is one lane.
Zipper, people.
This person doesn't
And
understand.
if anyone
zippers.
wondered if Shorty was like that in real life,
Zipper.
yes. Let me see. Top 5 baseball moments. These are just in general baseball moments, not ones I've actually was there to witness.
Let's make it hard. Make it like ones you saw in person.
Like in person,
Yeah.
that's tough because A, you know how my memory works.
It doesn't.
Oh,
B,
some of these aren't in person.
My
for-
baseball acumen in person is not as strong as others. I've been to games. Let's see. I will say my number one, and it's not even MLB. It's we pranked. What's his name? Tommy Hawk from the Chicago Blackhawks. My kids pranked him at a baseball game.
There's a kid named Tommy Hawk.
Tommy Hawk is the mascot.
Oh, okay. I thought there was
For
like a
the
player for the
Blackhawks.
Blackhawks named Tommy
No.
Hawk, and I was like, that's too
So
too much.
in Normal, Illinois, the Corn Belters had a baseball team, or Normal had a baseball game, the Corn Belters, and their mascot was celebrating his birthday, and so some of the Chicago mascots were in town to celebrate his birthday. Heard about that ahead of time, and being a St. Louis Blues fan, we decided to take a Let's Go Blues banner and go up to Tommy Hawk, say, hey, we want your photo. And I told the kids on the count of 3, open up the banner.
Nice.
So 1, 2, 3, slide it open, take the photo. There's Tommy Hawk,
Going around.
I know.
thumbs up with Let's Go Blues in front of him. Obviously, he played it funny. A few innings later, I'm sitting at my seat, and I feel a tap on my shoulder. And I turn around, and it's Tommy Hawk. And he has a Post-it note that says, you suck, Tommy Hawk.
Wait. Was it You Suck Tommy Hawk? Like, was he making an
You
innuendo?
suck dash Tommy Hawk.
Oh, got it.
Which I have in my scorebook. I'll get a photo of it and we'll include it if we can, or we'll put it somewhere.
We always say we're going to do that. And we never do that.
That's right.
Yeah.
But that would probably be my best highlight just because it was how funny it was.
That's pretty great.
I might be the only Cardinals fan that didn't say McGuire.
I was going to say, I do remember the McGuire and
McGuire,
Sosa
Sosa.
games, but I was living not in St. Louis or Chicago at the time, but I do remember watching those and being excited about it.
Yeah, that was a fun. After the strike, that was a fun season.
Yeah. That is actually in my top 5. I was there. I watched McGuire hit 72 or 62. That was a really cool moment at the time. It was also the day I had, or the game I had my first beer. I was 16.
So yeah, I'd have to think harder about some more, and I'll post them in there as I think about it and look through my scorebooks. I have a scorebook of a lot of the games I've been to, and I'll find something cool in there.
So
That's it for me.
McGuire for me, seeing 62. Seeing Pulis' last home run ever, 703, was pretty special. I got to see Ken Griffey Jr. play. It was an exhibition game. I got to see him play at Old Bush. And my mom got tickets. It was we didn't have a lot of money at the time. It was just me and my mom at the time. And so her getting special tickets like that was a big get.
How did I forget my Griffey story?
I don't know your Griffey story.
All right, we'll come back to that.
I'm 99% certain I saw Ryan Sandberg's last game,
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
he was like the one Cub that I was like,
Him and Mark Grace, I could always respect those two. And Derek Lee, honestly, later on. Derek Lee was a respectable person, too. Otherwise, Cubs could go suck eggs.
fuck the Cubs.
Yes, fuck the Cubs, indeed. $4.
$4.
So, and the last one is a personal one. When I think I was 9 or 10, maybe 11. I don't remember exactly how old. It was like the day before my birthday. I had a baseball game, and my mom couldn't make it, but my grandpa came, and I was very close to my grandpa. Him and my grandma practically raised me for a few years. We lived together when my mom was going to college again. And I barely remember the pitch, but I do remember very specifically is that I hit a deep fly ball to right center. I always had opposite field power. And I just started running. And I was not very fast, but I was like, that one's going to be in the gap. I got it. And then the first base coach just starts jumping up and down, going absolute bananas. And he's like, I was like, I don't know what you're doing. Why are you yelling at me? But he was happy because it had cleared the fence. It was the first person to hit an out of the park home run in my league and age bracket. And that was like super awesome. My grandpa got to be there for it. They got me a plaque at the end of the year. My coach is a really cool guy. I will always remember that. That was awesome. Those are my 5. What's your Griffey story?
So I was at a Cleveland game back when Griffey was still playing, and the company I worked for owned several suites within the stadium, including the dugout suite next to the visitors' dugout.
Nice.
So we were there for a work function. A bunch of us were up in the party suite, which was out in the right field corner. But we were rotating this, physical tickets. We could rotate down to the dugout suite. So my one friend and I go down there, and we're talking to some of the Seattle players. They're asking, how do you get in this suite? And our name was like right underneath the scoreboard. We're like, yeah, we work for that company. But Griffey happened to be out he was on deck, so he's out in the circle, taking some practice swings. Well, he happened to bend over to stretch, and we're over there, woo-hoo, and we're like, looking good, Griffey, looking good. And he turned her as whatever batter was up made the last out of that inning. So, he comes back to the dugout, and he looked over at us, smiled that Griffey smile. He was like, thanks, ladies. So that's my Ken Griffey story.
Denora, Pennsylvania zone.
I did think of 2 more as you were talking.
Let's do it.
First of all, there was a weekend, talking about normal again, they did a Legends game. They had Cardinals Legends versus Cubs Legends. So me and a couple other people took a trip up from St. Louis. We went and watched a Cubs game on Friday. And then we came down and watched the Legends game on Saturday, and then went down and watched the Cards game on Sunday. So it was a nice little weekend of Cubs-Cards rivalries. And one of the people in the group was a Cubs fan, so there was a lot of going back and forth there. So that was a fun little weekend. And then last one is also not MLB related, but when I ejected Matheny's son from a baseball game.
Yes, that was
nice.
fun.
Yeah. And his coach, between innings, came over and said thank you.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's the university I went to. I'm not going to say its name because we might be recording. But it's right up there.
Yeah.
They took land away from poor people and built a university. That's what things happen. That's how things happen here. I do just want to say I know we kind of hit on. I want to make it clear. We just went to what's the date today?
23rd?
We went to the July
23rd.
We went to the July 23rd. Is it still going? Cool. We went to the July 23rd. Hey, Damon, thanks for putting this together, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, Damon.
We went to the July 23rd Pirates-Cardinals game in Pittsburgh at PNC. Got there a little bit late because of a restaurant that we were going to do being closed, and then some really great empanadas that just took a while to eat, which is fine.
Very good.
I kind of want to go get more, but they're closed. And we got there, I think, in the 3rd inning, right in time for Lance Lynn's 2000th strikeout, which is pretty impressive. I can't believe Lance Lynn has been around long enough to do that, because I remember when he was young and fat, and then young and skinny, and then middle-aged and fat again.
And now old and fat.
Now old and fat, yes. And grizzled. Grizzly Adams.
All that.
Yes, I have a lot in common with Lance Lynn. Except for the 2000 strikeouts, I only have 1,500.
I think we wear the same. I wear the same uniform size as Lance Lynn.
I would not doubt it. And then we also got to see Paul Skeens throw 9 gem innings.
8.2?
Oh, yeah, you're right. 8.2.
8.2.
I'm sorry. And he was still pumping 100.
Still.
It was 102 pitches, I think, by the time we were done. And the Cardinals were able to scrap out an Arenado home run and then a Ciani double Wynn moved him over after miserably failing the bunt. He looked scared. And then Burley hit a single over the right side of the infield, pulled in. I think it'd have been a hit regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy behind us was talking about.
That guy behind us was talking trash the entire game.
Yeah.
But regardless, the Cardinals handed Skeen his first loss ever in professional baseball, which is a big deal because that guy is. I mean, I'm not a talent scout, but that guy was amazing.
He was amazing.
I was
something to watch.
Yes, and he does walk like Sasquatch, which is cool.
Okay, you've said this twice. Have you actually seen Sasquatch?
No, but like the videos of like what people think like, oh look, it's Bigfoot. Like he walks like how people think Bigfoot walk.
So
I'm pretty sure Paul Skeens is just out in the woods of West Virginia, and everyone's like, "That's Bigfoot."
I think you've actually seen a Sasquatch.
I might.
I think you have.
I think you're trying to insinuate something about my family or heritage, and I don't appreciate where you're going.
Insinuating anything?
You Ohio people, come over here into Pennsylvania and besmirk us good Pennsylvanians.
I'm not really an Ohio person.
Yeah,
Do you
I'm not
consider
really.
yourself a Pennsylvania person?
Honestly, I've kind of switched to it. Yeah, I wanted to get out of Pittsburgh so bad, like because when I came here to get a degree and move on. You don't teach where you graduate. That just never happens. And I wanted to be a professor.
Right.
So I knew that I was going to go to 2 or 3 more places, like postdocs and assistantships, and then maybe find a tenure track job. Like I just knew it was going to happen. And my wife was prepared for that. Like we got married knowing that she would try to. I mean, she could work wherever. She'll make money wherever she is. She's a boss. And so I was like, I want to get the hell out of here. Like it is. There's heavy pollution. There's racial and economic segregation. There's aging infrastructure. But like, it's great. Like I mean, there's a lot of good programs. There's a lot of good culture here. There's more history in this part of the United States than anywhere else that I've ever lived. Obviously, right? Like St. Louis is great and all, but Pittsburgh is St. Louis before St. Louis is St. Louis, right?
Right.
So, and that's not to downplay it. Chicago can go suck nuts. I do not like Chicago at all. Not that there's anything wrong with sucking nuts, but if you don't like it, then Chicago that's what they should do. I don't like Chicago. New York is not really my town. I'm sure it's great. But like Pittsburgh is awesome. It's got good food. There's mostly fun and friendly people. We met some of them this evening.
Oh yeah, those guys are really friendly.
Yeah, those guys were really friendly.
They were like 14 years
They
old.
talked to us several times.
The guy in the back. So I'm going to tell. So as we walk over the bridge, over the Allegheny River,
Bridge.
over the Clemente Bridge, to get back to the parking garage. It's a thing. You walk over the bridge. It's one of the nice things about going to PNC. It's like a celebration thing.
PNC is a really nice park. I highly recommend going there.
And so we're walking, and cars are driving on it, and this pickup truck with like 4 12-year-olds. I don't know. They could have been 20.
You keep going lower. I think 17 is probably.
They were
man.
They were teenagers.
If they can vote, no wonder this country is the way it is. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to say mid to late teens.
So they start heckling us because we're all wearing Cardinals gear, and they're like, Cardinals fans, why don't you go home, Cardinals fans?
He started by saying, how'd you like that Make-A-Wish game?
Oh, that was even like, I don't.
They were just
there's no like temporality because none of it made any sense.
They were just talking.
He was yelling at me to drive home, and I'm like, I can't drive home, buddy. I'm walking. Like, do you see legs? Like, I don't understand. And so then they're stopped, so we just walk on by. But then the traffic moves, so they come up again, and they're like right next to us.
Round 2.
And
Round 2.
And that happened like 3 times. And this guy behind us is just like, it's just gonna keep happening. Do they realize you're the same people every 15 seconds? Like, we don't know.
It was really funny though.
And they just kept yelling at us. I guess
different times.
Yeah. But then you, Stupido, you met a cool guy with a Colt 45
Yeah, he had a Colt 45 hat. Shout out to the Houston MLR team.
Yeah.
He was surprised that any of us even knew what the 45 on his hat meant. And then he mentioned that
I saw that.
It was his 30th ballpark. He finished up his 30 cities, which is really awesome.
It's a great place to end it.
And I spent, 3 or 4 blocks just talking to him. He's telling me stories about who he's gotten autographs from. And
it was like a block, but yeah.
It was amazing.
I think it was more than a block.
It was more than a block.
It was literally just a block.
No.
I think You don't
It
know
was
what
a while.
block is.
I live here, guys. You're just visiting.
We crossed at least 2 intersections.
You crossed the intersection into one when we started talking to him, and then the intersection after one when we got to the parking garage.
No, I think
It's
you
just
talked
one
to him
long-
more than
I
that.
think it's 2 blocks. We'll
I don't
pull up.
think-
We'll pull up the map. I'll put a photo in. Hey, man, we'll put
At
the
most,
photo
it's
in
a
right here.
block and like a tenth, because the other block that you're talking about is a bridge.
Okay.
So unless a block is a unit of measurement that I'm unaware of, as opposed to an actual.
roughly a
It's
tenth
not.
of a mile.
It's not, a block is not a.
Roughly.
A city block
A
is
c-
there's an actual measurement that goes with that.
All right,
I don't know what it is,
All right.
but there's an
I'm
actual.
going to drive this off of the nearest fucking cliff.
That's the third
$5.
time.
That's $5.
Yeah.
$5.
Which, by the way, we're in Pittsburgh, so there's fucking cliffs everywhere.
$6.
$6. Yes,
$6.
yes, thank you.
I did not realize how hilly Pittsburgh was. I was surprised when I got here.
Did you see the size of my calves yet? Have you looked?
Pittsburgh's very
Now you're
hilly.
going to.
I will
I
get
got-
out of the car, yeah.
You carry this hefty man meat all around Pittsburgh for 12-something years.
Hefty man
13 years. You're going to have some big old calves, too.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was as hilly as it was.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I didn't realize you were as hefty as you were, and I was going to say fuck off, which is $7. Yes.
$7. You doubled it in the last minute.
Do people see me in this lane?
No, my car is invisible. I have the same problem in Cleveland.
Well, this car, I'm also going like the speed limit, which in this,
Oh, yeah,
on this
that's a
road
problem.
is terrible. Yeah. And I want some Wendy's. God, I am fat. I just want food all the time. Oh, there's McDonald's. All right.
You don't want McDonald's.
Oh, what is wrong with you? You don't want McDonald's?
No.
I don't want McDonald's.
I haven't had McDonald's in like 20 years.
I don't go on trips to eat McDonald's.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, Shorty, was it worth driving in?
It was. Great game.
Great game.
Great.
Really great game.
Fantastic game.
Even if we had lost, I think it would.
Yeah, it'd have been upsetting, but yeah.
It was just,
upsetting, but
it
still
was
a good
just a
game.
great baseball game.
Yeah, that was a great baseball game.
And great company.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys are all right.
absolutely. Yeah. Hope so. We've got another one to go.
I was going to say it's a good thing because we got another one tomorrow night.
And great empanadas.
Yeah.
Those were amazing.
Great fans, great game, great empanadas.
Now, tomorrow night is not in Pittsburgh.
No,
No.
tomorrow will be a
Tomorrow
different
is
city.
in,
I
is
want
in
to care
Cleveland.
significantly less about that game.
Really?
I don't give a shit about that game.
Yeah, I know the guards are like really good this year,
Because
but I
it's
don't
two
care.
teams I don't care
Yeah,
about.
That's true. But it
Are we
is-
seeing Scooble by chance?
I don't know.
Flaherty, maybe?
Look.
Flaherty or Scooble?
Oh.
I
I mean, I see Flaherty.
I have to look up the umpires too.
You
Oh man, we
such
saw.
a nerd.
Oh, you
We
want to talk
saw
about
the-
guns that
Good
you...
Oh, my
Gosh, talk about Jim Wolf all day.
Let's talk about Jim Wolf's guns.
I'm curious how his strike zone went, because there was a lot of
there was
displeasure with the strike zone.
little question on the strike zone, but honestly, I wasn't looking at that.
No, you were looking
He
at
was
his-
looking at his
That's
guns.
the man meat you were
Checking
paying.
it.
You're ignoring my
Gun.
calves for those guns, aren't you?
Whoo, man,
He does have some nice guns.
he does.
I have nice calves too. Okay?
We're not talking about your
We're
damn
not-
I know.
calves.
I
Calves,
know.
he was wearing
and I'm
pants.
upset about it.
We're talking about his arms. They look like calves, to be honest.
they look like thighs. Jesus.
They don't even. Apparently, umpires don't get shirts big enough for his guns because they were tight.
They were tight.
You're not talking about your damn calves.
I have nice calves. I have two nice physical features. My beard is lovely, and I have very nice calves.
Well, at
Why
least you
can't
didn't
I
go where I thought
celebrate?
he was going.
No, the other stuff isn't that great. If I'm honest, most of it's not that great. I've had a very small butt even since like high school. My girlfriend's mother used to make fun of me all the time for my little butt.
Girlfriend's mother.
Yeah, how do you keep your pants
Why
up with
is your
butt like
girlfriend's mother
that? I have
commenting
had
on your
I have
butt?
had two girlfriends' mothers talk about my butt, which is not a lot, but still more than I would normally expect.
But
If you
it's
had
still
a nickel
weird.
for
Every time
Yeah,
I'd have
nickels.
two nickels, yes. The one is like I go up and visit her for the first time in Chicago. God, I hate Chicago people still. I go up and visit her in Chicago, and I'm meeting her mom, who's sitting there like smoking and drinking something. And I bought her a bottle of brandy because that's how I was supposed to like meet her mom. Her mom was a character. So I hand her the bottle of brandy.
Ben.
What's that?
You're an adult at this time.
I'm like 23, 22,
Okay,
23.
that makes it a little better.
A little better.
But continue.
But like we have our nice evening. Her pit bull bites me. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah. It didn't break the skin because he chews rocks, so his teeth are dull. His name was Rage. He actually really liked me after that, but yeah.
It didn't taste good enough.
But as we were going up to bed, because I was visiting and we got her done, it was late. I'm walking up the stairs and she goes, he's got a really nice butt. And I'm like right here. And she goes, I'm sorry, But after 50, I get to say whatever I want. So that's how it is. Who?
Flaherty's got the start tomorrow. With
Flaherty?
Yeah.
Go.
Gonna see Flaherty.
Isn't that the
Okay,
shirt
I'll
you're
cheer.
wearing now?
I'll cheer first. I guess I'll cheer for the Tigers.
I'll cheer for Flaherty.
Yeah, I'll cheer for Flaherty.
Yeah.
I don't cheer for them. I like J-Ram.
I think it's more for tomorrow is just seeing other people. We got a couple other people that we're meeting. There's dead silence in here.
Well, my butt story totally bombed because you guys were looking at them.
I was busy looking up to see.
No,
who was
and then you got
starting.
distracted by the pictures. It's fine. It wasn't a great story.
I got distracted by Jack Flaherty.
I'll be honest.
He probably
Yeah,
did.
he
I
has
lost
a
all
nice
interest
ass.
when I
Would you
realized
stop
were an
it?
adult. When I realized you were an adult, I kind of lost.
Yeah, the other one I
thought
was
you were
like 17 or 18. That was a little
It's
awkward.
at least that's
That's
on the
awkward.
line. It's awkward. I was thinking 13, 14 here, like early
That's still
girlfriends.
awkward.
That's illegal.
That's just weird.
It's very uncomfortable.
I've never commented on any of my daughter's boyfriends. But
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
I believe that.
you're able to right now if you'd like.
well, that would be now my son-in-law. I think I'll skip on that one.
Okay.
He is a wonderful person, though. I'll just say that.
Just doesn't have it in the can.
I haven't really looked.
How do you not notice someone's butt? Come on now.
I mean,
It's right there. Or not right there, which is also noticeable.
okay, I've got a daughter with several friends her age. I don't look at their butts.
I'm not saying you look at them. I'm saying you notice them.
No, I don't.
No.
This is now one of the moments in the podcast where we find out I'm a little fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, $8.
$8.
So glad that I met people online and brought them all the way out to my home to have this as our conversation.
Speaking of which, we are home.
Yeah, we are a mosh parker in the street. Thank you, Shorty, for coming to visit us.
Shorty, thank you.
Thank you, us. Thanks, Stupido, for coming to visit, too.
Yeah.
We'll have more of this later.
Yeah, bye.
You want to say bye?
Bye.